Hello, welcome to today's analysis of the NQ and a little bit of the ES. It is Monday, the 23rd of December. Wow, it's getting close to Christmas, huh? This December has been interesting. There has been some really pretty nice moves, honestly, for December. And I'm going to start off. I'm going to keep this quick because I want to do some trading today. I'm actually in a trade from Tokyo Close, from about here. Stop is already protected. It's at break even. And I'm targeting below this this gap that we have here. Well, the gap will be kind of TP1, but I think we might come into this fair value gap that we have down here. Let's see, is it visible on? Do I have it? So we have a gap around here. We have the mid band of the past daily VWAP. We have Sydney's areas here. I have a feeling that we might be coming for this little zone. So I'm going to be targeting that. Doing very well at the moment. It was pre-market UK. And yeah, it could be a very nice trade. It could be about a 16-1 or so, depending on what happens. During UK, there's one area we could reverse, and there is a gap down here. There's a little point of control. I'm going to keep my eye on it, but for now, it's going well. What happened last week? So I was saying, I took that trade that I was talking about on my update, which was focusing coming in to mitigate this drop. US then opened and just dropped it down. Then we had UK opening again down here on Friday, and they came down and hit some deep demand, which was really nice to see. I had some levels marked around here. We took liquidity of this and lower, came into a nice 24-minute order block and a naked point of control. And the past daily VWAP, it all just added up, and we got a very nice bounce. And I longed that from it was before US actually. I held it through US, which was a bit scary, but oh yeah, it was down here. So we had the change of character. We came in nicely, and I was like, you know what? Everything's done. I'm gonna get in, and I got like I think it was like a 4 or 5 to 1. I exited like around here because I already had a good enough day. So yeah, now we're here. We had this kind of push through structure. We came up to this zone that I had actually talked about on my video after the drop. This little block came into that nicely. So that's also mitigated. It was our bearish anchored VWAP was around there, and then we just started ranging around here, kind of. So what happened today, Australia had this SMT, which then caused a large push up on its open. And then we mitigated this zone above this gap and then created some very, very, very kind of internal structure upwards. After we came into this block, we got a nice change of character, and we took liquidity into this block. I ended up shorting, so that's where I am now. Where could it go? I have zones below us. Above us, I don't actually know. Like if we expand upwards, like that would be an interesting move. I must say, if we expand upwards from here, so I have a feeling like we could definitely base out, and there's a chance that even US pushes us up today. We have a breaker down here with this fair value gap that I was talking about. There's a few reasons why I think we could have a push down into here, right? And then US bring us up, and we do have a breaker above us. So it's a valid target. The thing is, if we zoom out now, like this zone has been pretty well mitigated. And we are also coming up to the holidays, so we could have some strange behavior today or tomorrow. Maybe they'll have some early sell-offs. I don't know. But currently, you know, we've mitigated this properly. It's up to them now whether they want to expand this straight back up into structure, which would be an interesting move. Not into structure, but back to these structural points. Or if they want to come back into this green vector recovery and just kind of base out around here. So right now I'm kind of playing the idea that they could take this low. This area to me doesn't seem crazy strong as it is. I feel like it needs to be kind of hit, and then we could easily get a swing fail. Coming down into here, we could get a swing fail of this, and then kind of, if they wanted to, they could bring it up to here, or we could just come up to here and start ranging around here, right? But for now, I think internal supplies taking over. This area seems like rather imbalanced to me. So I feel like price might want to come down here and chop it up a bit. It's around nice round number as well, 21,500 even on the CME. Lot of confluence down there, so that's my target. Yeah, that's really it. I mean, so the trades today, if I wasn't already in a short, I would be looking for some liquidity grabs internally to target that gap. So we have this here. There's a chance that this could be an invalidation for the short. Perhaps. So this one or this one, I would have as an idea of invalidation. If we got a very violent wick up into here, this one could still hold. So my stop is behind this, but really this is the kind of, you don't want many closes up above this one. You don't want it to seem convincingly bullish up here in my eyes. But you know, we do have a block there. It's around the initial balance of the UK. We could end up getting some crazy wick into there, and so realistically, like my invalidation is up here. But I do think a bit of a knife down here is possible. Like now they could pull some bullshit around Japan's low, I guess, but like we're right above this gap, so I feel like we're just gonna come for the gap, whether we mitigate the bigger fair value gap down here or not. I think this is kind of likely, but there's a chance that, I guess, tapping the gap, because Sydney's low did a good job, we don't actually have to take Sydney's low necessarily. Now I am in at a very precarious area because I'm in from Japan's close. So once we take Japan's low, like, I'm gonna be really careful. Or if we take Japan's low, I'm gonna be very careful. I'm probably gonna exit, just because, like, this is above open, but they can decide to just turn it around. Like the second enough liquidity comes in above Japan's high, they can just take it, right? So we also have the anchored VWAP up there. So like, I'm aware of that, but I had a lot of reasons to enter. So yeah, I think for UK we might trend downwards, and depending on how US comes in, it could end up reversing it. We could also reverse before US opens. We could reverse like maybe 2 hours beforehand. Sometimes we get absorption before US like that. So I'll have a look at my timing models, see what they're doing. But for now, I feel like we could kind of grind downwards, and any kind of cut, I'd be, especially if we take this gap, I'd be out, I think, if we don't immediately take out these. So this is a change of character. It's not the prettiest, right? But you know, it is change of character. But you know, we're still nested within this pull, so they can come all the way down here and still reverse it. So what I'm gonna play today. With the ES is basically doing the exact same thing. ES did take this high which is like a rather nice SMT. I like that. So ES took the high, NQ didn't. So we could have enough liquidity to come down to this gap on both. Down here, NQ took this low, so it's like this on the NQ, right? But on the ES, it didn't. So this is an NQ SMT. But because these are ascending, I have a feeling like we could actually just come down into them. There's a huge volume gap here as well, right? There's a huge volume gap. So I'd like to see a wick into there and come out. But let's let it develop. Right now, the market doesn't seem very happy at this zone. I feel like it might want to knife down into some demand. This is the last RTH close as well. This is where US last closed on Friday. So there will be orders under here. There will be orders missed in here. Makes sense for price to gravitate to that zone. And that's it. That's it for me today. Enjoy the holidays. I think I'll make a video tomorrow, a very, very quick one, but you know, it's going to be Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. It might just be best to leave the TA until after the holidays. So I'll see what I'm doing, if I'm going to make a video or not. I don't know. I'll update the server, and if I don't, then have a good Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a happy New Year. And we'll see you soon, whenever that is. All right. Happy trading. See you guys.